Okay, Grimm fans, the moon is in right sight, and the stars have all aligned. It's time for the big bad finale. 2 episodes to go, and this is one of them. Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing Grimm episode 12, Strugged, whatever the word is. I mean, seriously, I can't pronounce these German words. But the episode picks up pretty much exactly where the last one left off. So, even Nick are stuck on the other side of the mirror world, facing off against giant skull face dude, and on our side, everyone's trying to put together what this all means. Before we even go into spoiler territory, though, I have to give them credit. The date of the alignment is the same date as today, the day of the episode airs. So let's get started. So once again, it's stop. Spoiler time. So like I said, on the other side of the mirror, Nick is fighting this creature. But on our side, people are trying to figure out how to open it. And I have to give them credit, because they finally remembered, hey, Diana's an all-powerful, super omnipotent creature who seems to be able to do all sorts of things. Meanwhile, Juliet and Nick are fighting for survival, but it appears that this guy's pulling his punches. There's a good reason. The reason is, there's a prophecy. The only way he can come through is if a Grimm opens the door for him. So this whole thing was a long con, specifically meant for Nick to be able to come through and then get rescued. And by being rescued, open the door back. And of course, when Skullface Guy comes through, he's not just Skullface Guy. Because like everyone else, he's not vogued in our world. He looks like a beautiful blonde guy, so, kind of like the devil in disguise. Do remember that in our Bible, Lucifer is actually the most beautiful, the light bringer. But okay, our own little child of the corn opens up the mirror, lets Nick and Eve out, and when she does, boom, the mirror breaks. They think, hey, is that it? And then she starts screaming, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. And now, everything goes to Crazyville. In order to hide Diana, the team decides to send her to the cottage where Nick first found out that he was a Grimm, the place where he fought his first Blutbot and killed them, and where him and Hank saved a child all those years ago. Now, first of all, I have to say this is a really cool way to make everything come full circle, because let's be honest, 6 years in, maybe it's actually 7 years in, even though it's 6 seasons, we are definitely needing a quick reminder of how it all began, and the flashbacks to that first episode were an amazing way to do that. To remember how far we've come, how far Nick has come, and just how crazy of a world we're in. Meanwhile, we have the fact that Eve has lost her Hexen Beast abilities, which again is coming full circle. Remember, she wasn't one to begin with. But okay, so this beast, this thing, can move in reality too. And it has this staff of power, and they think this staff of power might be Moses' staff, or, well, some legendary staff. And because there are cracks in it, maybe that last piece is the stick we've been asking what is the whole time. I think I should get a partial victory lap here. Yeah, I didn't call the whole thing, I didn't call the devil, I didn't call... Let's be honest, I still can't call the thing by its name. But what I did say was that that stick was somehow breaking down the fabric between life and death, our world and the afterlife. And that is true. Of course, it had more to do with the stars aligning. Then we get a recurring character come back in trouble, which is good because we're going to need all the help we can get, because something even has our little devil child scared. And when she's scared, you know things are bad. But then we move to the police investigation, and the reveal that since it can't track her, it's going to track Nick and the stick. Now, what does that mean? That means this thing is coming for Nick with a vengeance. Now, of course, since this is the last episode or two, and there's the whole death thing, there has to be some real consequences. So when he comes for Nick, I was not too surprised when Wu died. I felt sad. I really did. Wu's been with us since the beginning. And to be perfectly honest, Wu was one of my favorite characters even in Season 1, even if he was a bit of the butt monkey for the jokes. So part of me wants to say give a sad toast, and part of me wants to remember they do have the stick that could bring people back. But that's just oh my god, what did they do to Hank? Oh my god, Hank! Oh, right through the neck, did you see that? Like, literally right through the neck. And he went out like such a badass with the machine gun. I mean, okay, Yeah, I totally was on par with the fact that taking away Eve's powers and even killing Wu was mostly just a, see, anyone could die. But no, literally anyone can die. Hank has been the partner since the beginning, and was one of the first people he let in on his grimitude. Now, we have to wonder, what about the other characters? How many of them are going to make it? Are there any happily ever afters left in this show? I mean, even notwithstanding if we have a downer ending where we destroy the whole world, is it possible that some of these characters that we've grown to know and love are going to die? Yeah, I bet next week's going to be an awfully grim tale. Did you catch that? Grim tale? Okay, sorry. But okay, all jokes aside, this has really gotten to the serious point. We have the apocalyptian showdown between Nick and this demon beast. And we have the stars aligned just right, which again, kudos for it being the 24th of March, which is when this airs, and the last episode of Grimm coming up. So now I want to ask you, what do you think is going to be the last part? What do you think is how this story ends? And of course, will you raise me a glass for one final cheer? First to Wu, who started off as a bit of comic relief but was always there and dependable, and his good partner, Hank, his most dependable friend. And of course, at the same time, I want you to like and share this video, along with subscribe, because I'm trying to build something up here. I want to make this a place we can all talk and enjoy all of these shows together. Maybe we'll try something a little different with the next show, because next week's the end of this one. But we'll see. For now, I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you'll come back for the final episode, and then I will walk with you through the heart of all the stories we tell. Thanks for watching.